Influential U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham took a jibe at India after Donald Trump announced his decision to reduce trade tariffs on India from 50 to 18% as part of the trade deal. Well played, President Trump. I think your message about ending this war by having Putin's customers who prop up his war machine have to recalculate is working. Through their behavior, India has more than earned this reduction. I'm hoping that the other big nations that buy Russian will follow India's direction. Putin will only come to the table when the pain is so great. We're not there yet, but with India's actions, we are moving closer. End the bloodbath in Ukraine now. Graham's remark came after Trump took to Truth Social to announce the tariff relief to India. Trump said, and I quote, "Out of friendship and respect for Prime Minister Modi, and as per his request, effective immediately, we agreed to a trade deal between the United States and India, whereby the United States will charge a reduced reciprocal tariff, lowering it from 25% to 18%. They will likewise move forward to reduce their tariffs and non-tariff barriers against the United States to zero." The Prime Minister also committed to Buy American at a much higher level, in addition to over $500 billion of U.S. energy, technology, agricultural, coal, and many other products. Our amazing relationship with India will be even stronger going forward. Prime Minister Modi and I are two people that get things done, something that cannot be said for most. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Prime Minister Modi confirmed the reduction in tariffs, but did not endorse other details shared by Trump, including zero tariffs on U.S. Modi wrote, and I quote, "Wonderful to speak with my dear friend President Trump today. Delighted that Made in India products will now have a reduced tariff of 18%. Big thanks to President Trump on behalf of the 1.4 billion people of India for this wonderful announcement." When two large economies and the world's largest democracies work together, it benefits our people and unlocks immense opportunities for mutually beneficial cooperation. President Trump's leadership is vital for global peace, stability, and prosperity. India fully supports his efforts for peace. I look forward to working closely with him to take our partnership to unprecedented heights. Last month, Graham claimed that India's ambassador to the U.S., Vinay Quatra, requested him to convey New Delhi's message to Trump for tariff relief. He had also proposed 500% tariffs on Russia's trading partners, including China and India.
So this bill would allow...
And India also is below.
Yes, sir. So he put a 25% tariff on India for buying Russian oil. I was at the Indian ambassador's house about a month ago, and all he wanted to talk about is how they're buying less Russian oil. Would you tell the president to relieve the tariff? This stuff works. So I'm hoping we'll bring the bill up, and it's from 0 to 500. He picks the number, nobody else does. But if you're buying cheap Russian oil, keeping Putin's war machine going, we're trying to give the president the ability to make that a hard choice by tariffs. I really do believe that what he did with India is the chief reason India is now buying substantially less Russian oil.
Trump's tariff announcement comes days after India and the European Union clinched what they dubbed as the mother of all deals. India and the European Union also agreed on a framework agreement for deeper defense and security cooperation and a separate pact aimed at easing mobility for skilled workers and students, signaling their partnership extends beyond commerce.
European Union and India must work together towards our shared prosperity and security. India is the world's fastest growing major economy.
Friends, आज भारत ने अपने इतिहास का अब तक का सबसे बड़ा फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट संपन्न किया है।
A deal decades in the making has finally crossed the finish line. India and the European Union have sealed what leaders are calling the mother of all trade deals. This isn't just trade, it's strategy. After nearly 2 decades of stop-start talks, resets and dead ends, India and the European Union have finally struck a landmark trade deal. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen called it the mother of all deals, and the phrase stuck because the scale is enormous. This agreement doesn't just cut tariffs, it rewires how two of the world's biggest economic blocs do business. At the heart of the deal is a sweeping tariff rollback. Over 90% of European goods exported to India will see duties eliminated or sharply reduced. For Brussels, that could mean EU exports to India doubling by 2032. For Delhi, it means cheaper access to advanced technology, from factory floors to research labs. One of the most striking changes targets aviation and space. Tariffs on EU-made aircraft and spacecraft are set to be almost entirely removed. That's a game changer for India's fast-growing aviation sector and its expanding space ecosystem, lowering costs for airlines, satellite makers, and research partnerships. Beyond aircraft, the deal unlocks access to high-end European components, precision machinery, optics, sensors, and advanced materials. After nearly 2 decades of stop-start talks, India and the European Union are sealing what leaders call the mother of all trade deals. The agreement will slash tariffs on more than 90% of European exports to India, saving billions in duties each year. From aircraft and spacecraft to medical equipment, clean energy and advanced technology, the deal opens the door to cheaper imports, faster innovation and deeper supply chain integration. As India and the EU deepen ties, both are navigating pressure from the United States. Delhi is still grappling with steep US tariffs, while Brussels has faced threats of trade escalation from Washington. This deal sends a clear signal. Both sides are diversifying their economic alliances. So while the agreement is framed as trade, its implications go much further. It reshapes supply chains, accelerates technology transfer, and quietly redraws economic power lines at a moment when global trade is increasingly weaponized.
The European Union and India must work together towards our shared prosperity and security. India is the world's fastest growing major economy. Trade has flowed between our two continents for centuries, and trade is crucial geopolitical stabilizer and the fundamental source of economic growth. Trade agreements reinforce rules-based economic order and promote shared prosperity. That's why today's free trade agreement is of historic importance. One of the most ambitious agreements ever concluded, creating a market of 2 billion people.
Friends, आज भारत ने अपने इतिहास का अब तक का सबसे बड़ा फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट संपन्न किया है। आज 27 तारीख है। ये सुखद संयोग है कि आज ही के दिन यूरोपियन यूनियन के 27 देशों के साथ भारत ये एफटीए कर रहा है। यह एक ऐतिहासिक समझौता हमारे किसानों, हमारे छोटे उद्योगों इसकी यूरोपियन मार्केट तक पहुंच आसान बनाएगा, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में नए अवसर पैदा करेगा और हमारे सर्विसेज सेक्टर के बीच सहयोग को और प्रबल करेगा। इतना ही नहीं, यह एफटीए भारत और यूरोपियन यूनियन के बीच इन्वेस्टमेंट को बूस्ट करेगा, नई इनोवेशन पार्टनरशिप बनाएगा और वैश्विक स्तर पर सप्लाई चेन को मजबूत करेगा। यानी यह सिर्फ ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट नहीं है, यह साझा समृद्धि का नया ब्लूप्रिंट है।
Narendra, we both know our greatest wealth are our people. That is why I'm so glad that we are signing an agreement on mobility. We will facilitate the movement of students, researchers, seasonal and highly skilled workers. And this is also why we are launching the first EU legal gateway office in India. It will be a one-stop hub to support Indian talent moving to Europe in full alignment with EU member states' needs and policies. This is good for our economies. This is good for the friendship between our people. And this openness benefits us all. Not only making our economies stronger, we are also delivering security for our people in an increasingly insecure world. And today, the world's two largest economies and democracies launched their first ever security and defense partnership. This is a landmark departure and a trust-based platform for cooperation on the strategic issues that matter most. In doing so, we will help to build each other's resilience. Europe and India have a long history of cooperation in the defense industry. Now we will enhance this teamwork even further. We will deepen our cooperation on maritime security, for example, joint naval exercises to tackle piracy. And we will step up our work on countering cyber and hybrid threats, which are getting more sophisticated by the day. And our partnership includes a dedicated dialogue on space security, from situational awareness to secure connectivity, and stronger cooperation on counter-terrorism.